Hey y'all, spiritual whistleblower here now. I said that I would not do any more videos about the Carters. Well, I lied. I lied. I'm so sorry, y'all. You know what it is? There are so many gems and so many life lessons from their toxic behaviors. So much that I am pulling from this whole situation with J and B that I could teach y'all. So much stuff about narcissistic abuse. Yes, both of them are narcissists. Yes, Beyonce is the lesser narcissist. To me, Jay-Z, and I've done videos this on the past, but I'm going to start drilling it in y'all head. Jay is what you call the dark triad, the dark tetrad. If you research it and look it up on YouTube and Google, Dr. Romani and other psychologists have discussed the dark triad. Now I have more information. It was discovered by two researchers. I believe they were psychologists or they were researchers, and they came up with the ideal based on analyzation that there are people walking this earth who have a combination of maladaptive malignant behaviors. So they combined narcissism, which is textbook narcissistic personality disorder, combined with psychopathy, which is the absolute behavior of a psychopath, and Machiavellianism. The behavior of a Machiavellianist is someone who is tricky, calculated, sneaky, diabolical. And they formed a triangle, which the word triad or tetrad means three sides, a triangle. So the dark triad is a combination of three extremely toxic, dark, deceptive behaviors combined into one. Okay. So people, men like Sean Diddy Combs, men like Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, let's see, I want to say Elon Musk. We can even say our president-elect Donald Trump, even though I said he was a sociopath, Donald Trump behaves, like the dark triad disorder. So you want to look at men in power who displays all three. They've even added, it's not even a dark triad no more. I believe I heard Dr. Romani and maybe a few other psychologists say they have since added more behaviors to the dark triad, the dark tetrad. Sadism means sadistic. So that it would no longer be a triangle, a triad, a tetrad. It would be four sides. I think Dr. Romani added five. It's five now. But I got to keep up with it and make a new video, y'all. But initially, it started out as the dark triad, the dark tetrad, which is a triangle which consists of three sides, 3 points: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. So Jay-Z, oh yeah, big time narcissists. Now we got to remember all narcissists are not sociopaths, psychopaths. However, all sociopaths and all psychopaths are narcissistic. You need to know the difference. So I personally think Jay-Z is a psychopath. Why? Because he's very poker face. He's extremely calculated. And if the allegations are true about him messing with young girls, which I believe are true, that would make him a psychopath. Psychopaths have a repetitious behavior. So if you want to think of the pedophiles, a pedophile can go to prison for 20 years for raping a child. And do you know that when they release him, when he's finished doing that 20 years, the day that they release him from prison, he will go back out into the neighborhood and he will rape another child even after serving the 20 years? He has a compulsion, an appetite, and prison won't stop it. Death is the only thing that stops it. So that's the behavior of a psychopath, where when you see someone torture a dog or a cat or an animal and they're laughing about it, they have completely no empathy. That is psychopathic behavior. what's another one? Serial killers. We just had a school shooting. Was it in Wisconsin? How do you shoot a child? I mean, you're not supposed to shoot anyone, but anyone that can go into an elementary school and use children as target practice, psychopath, no empathy, calculated, constantly returning back to the crime scene because they're getting off on torturing people. And, they'll do it with a poker face. They're very silent. They're very calculated. They have a method to their madness. And they're walking amongst us. You would never guess who these people are because they blend in with society. So, versus the sociopath is more reckless with his or her mouth, impulsive. Think Kanye West, think Donald Trump with his mouth. Sociopaths are out there and criminally reckless with their behavior, smashing up cars, vandalizing, torturing people all over the place, not giving a fuck who knows and sees them or hears them. And they don't care. Sociopaths are reckless, where the psychopath is calm, well-mannered, very calculated, very strategic. Keeps a constant poker face. So think Jay-Z. I think Jay is a total psychopath, and I think he fits the dark triad. I'm sorry if I'm keep going on. Beyonce comes off more as a malignant, covert narcissist. She's very reserved. She's very quiet shit. She could be a psychopath too, but I just think that he groomed her to the point where he's turned her into, she was a narcissist before. I think her parents groomed her because I think both her parents, Tina and Matthew, are narcissists. So they groomed her to be this beauty pageant narcissist. Beyonce has been narcissistic since her childhood. That's how her parents groomed her. She just was more like a pageant queen. She was there to, she's a mean girl. I absolutely think she's a nasty, the way that she's treated her group members, the way that she's treated, was it Farrah and Michelle? Like, she's done some mean girl stuff and she's tried to be slick about it. So she's totally a narcissist. She just might be more of a covert, and maybe malignant behind closed doors towards her children. And Blue Ivy, gets to see that ugly, nasty side of her. The Carters. I picked up this behavior. This is what I wanted to do the video about with the Carters. Cosplaying. I've made so many videos in the past just speaking about this behavior, about narcissists in general. Think back to your last relationship. How your ex, ladies, you caught him cheating with the side chick. You move on. He turns the tide. He makes the side chick his new girlfriend. And you catch this bitch stalking you because she's a narcissist as well. And next thing you know, she's trying to keep up with your every move. She's cyber stalking all your social media pages. Now she's trying to change her hair and wear her hair like yours. If she's a redhead and she sees that you are naturally, what's the color? Jet black. Your hair is jet black. She's going to go dye her hair jet black and start wearing her hair exactly like yours. If you drive a white Mercedes Benz and she has a pickup truck, she may even go out and buy a Mercedes Benz like yours. She's mocking and copying you. If you're in college, in nursing school, she's going to enroll in nursing school because your ex-boyfriend is sitting there telling her everything about you, every last detail, where you work, where you go to school, what's your favorite color. This woman is literally mirroring you and copying everything you do. And your ex, while he was in that relationship with you, do you know he was studying you and copying your entire personality? Narcissistic men steal personality and character traits from their female lovers. And he'll take everything that he learned from you and he will use it to impress the next woman. I'm talking about your personality. He will steal your personality, your accent, and use it to impress other women. We have to remember that narcissists have no identity. The male and female narcissists are constantly stealing people's ideals, stealing their looks, their, where you live, what you drive, what you do for a living. They steal everything. If you're charming and funny, they want to be, charming and funny like you. They'll steal your jokes and use your jokes to impress the next person. Sick. That's how empty they are inside with no identity. So, that's, a lot of women will ask me, why is his new girlfriend, I gave her, I let her have him. I don't want him anymore. And this woman is stalking me. And now she's copying everything I do and what I wear. I said, sis, because she's a narcissist too, just like he is. They have no identity. They have to steal from people. They have to copy and mimic and mirror everything you do. Okay. You were that bitch. You have a natural personality. You're naturally bubbly. You have an anointing. You have you're full of personality and character and charisma. That's something a narcissist will never have. They have to steal from you. So with Jayz and Beyonce, let me pull this in together because this has been, I'm trying to not make videos about them, but it's just something new comes up about these motherfuckers every day. And I said, let me use this as a teachable moment to my supporters. Jayz has been growing out his dreadlocks. I think it looks dirty and nasty and unkept because Jayz wants to be like Jean Basquiat. And we all know who Jean, I might be saying his name wrong. Basquiat, the artist, the painter, who I believe was gay, very popular for sleeping with let me put allegedly in there because I got to go back and reread the history books on him. This is Jean-Michel Basquiat. Y'all help me in the comments section. Correct me, please. I stand corrected. I'm not perfect and I absolutely can be corrected. Please correct me if I fuck up anything. Jean-Michel Basquiat, or is it Jean-Paul? What the fuck is his name? Basquiat. I'm going to just call him Basquiat. Was gay and allegedly sleeping with Andy Warhol. He was a painter, brilliant artist. Jayz is like cosplaying Basquiat. Basquiat wore his hair in these crazy dreadlocks, wild dreadlocks, remember? So I've seen and heard a lot of people reference Basquiat, and they said Jayz is copying his lifestyle, mirroring his hairstyle, his behaviors. Jayz wants to be in the art scene and do, he's mocking Basquiat. And with that, I'm also hearing Jayz maybe on the down low, sleeping with men, just like Basquiat. And I'm not shocked because I said, being that Jayz is a narcissist, a huge psychopath, in my opinion, this is what narcissists do. They are unoriginal. They're identity thieves. They steal identity and personality from other people. And I do believe Jayz is stealing the personality of the late Basquiat, which is why his hair looks a hot fucking mess. But it was cool on Basquiat. That was his signature style, and we need to let him have that style. But Jayz's trying to relive his life through the late painter. Okay, he's trying to be like Basquiat, and it doesn't fit him. I think it looks absolutely ugly and atrocious on him. Now, Beyonce, I can say the same thing. But Beyonce, in my opinion, she steals and copies and takes and takes and takes. It's the entitlement. I understand that I hate the term imitation is flattery. I don't want nobody imitating me. I don't think it's flattery. I think it's disgusting, that people are not creative. I think she steals and she takes a lot from so many women, imitating and pulling, like the way that she did Khalees. I feel like, she knew it would upset Khalees. And Khalees called her out for it. And I'm glad that Khalees stood up to her. It was on the Renaissance song. What song was it? Is it I'm That Girl or whatever? And she had stole something. What song is it, y'all? Or is it Alien Superstar? Correct me again, y'all, because I don't listen to her. But she had, it wasn't she, it was Pharrell. Pharrell produced the album, Pharrell of the Neptunes, and Pharrell used to date Khalees. They were all being messy. They were all being messy, and they took a piece of Khalees' song and put it in Beyonce's song. And I believe Pharrell and Beyonce and Jay, they knew it would trigger Khalees, because Khalees doesn't own, even though it's her voice, she doesn't own the rights to the song, so she doesn't get the royalties out, I believe. But it still was triggering for her to hear that, and she called Beyonce out. She's like, "Listen, Beyonce, you talk all this women empowerment shit and you're for the girls. Why couldn't you pick up the phone and call me and give me a notice ahead of time that you would use my stuff in your song?" And I respect Khalees for that, because Khalees probably, other people have used Milkshake. I think it was a piece of the song Milkshake that Beyonce put in her song. Other people have used Milkshake and they shouted Khalees out, and she, she had no problem with it. But it's the fact that out of all people, Beyonce is about women empowerment. Okay, so sis, you couldn't call me and let me know something that you would use my song ahead of time? No, because Beyonce is like that. Beyonce will take, and she's entitled, and she's a copycat. I don't think nothing about her is original. And I think her husband puts her up to doing a lot of things and stealing from other artists and mocking and copying, because that's what narcissists do. So, I have a couple more ideas about the Carters. I will be doing a few more videos, because I lied. I said I was done talking about them, and I'm not, because they are just like the textbook. I can pull so many things about them and flip it and teach y'all about narcissists. And, you can relate the narcissist in your life, your lovers, your family members, your friendships. The behavior is textbook, y'all. Every narcissist, I don't care if they're wealthy and rich and high power or if they're bums on the street, they all behave the same identical way. Their behavior at this point is so fucking predictable. So let's talk about the Carters. If I fucked up any of the information, correct me down below. I'm not too big to be corrected, y'all. We can disagree, just be respectful. It's the trolls that are disrespectful that I have an issue with. You'll get blocked and kicked off my page. You can have a difference in opinion, and be respectful in my comment section, okay? Let's talk about the Carters some more. Love you guys. Until the next video.